update of local emergency management group. We kick off the morning with our Lima director, Deputy Poirier.
Good morning. Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. The Massachusetts numbers are 96,965 cases with 6,846 deaths. In the U.S., we have 1,837,170 cases with 106,195 deaths and 599,867 recovered. Yeah, excellent recovery. Yes.
As has been our practice, next up is Esther Martone. Esther, welcome.
Good morning. Oops, dropped you guys. As of this morning, we've had 789 residents tested with a total of 136 confirmed cases, 16 currently active, with 109 recovered cases and 11 deaths. And as someone pointed out earlier, that's about an 80% recovery rate of our total cases, which is a really good thing.
Okay. I haven't been doing this for a couple of weeks. How does that compare on a percentage basis to some of the major cities? I assume it's relatively low. I see everything quoted on a per capita or per 100,000 basis, and it looks like our numbers are down dramatically compared to the mainstream group.
Yeah, our numbers are definitely much less than some in the larger cities. And I honestly don't know the recovery rates of other towns surrounding us right now because I honestly just haven't looked into it because they don't update their numbers like we do on a daily basis. So I'm really not sure about the surrounding towns.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
We have a full slate of guests today. Our next up is Bruce Wilson, our health agent. Bruce, if you'd like to join us and fill us in on what you have today.
Good morning, everybody. Fairly quiet weekend. I think I got one quick complaint about a vacant property. Other than that, it was pretty good. I was around visiting most of the stores, just doing my covert inspections, and for the most part, everybody was wearing their mask. I think I had to remind maybe two people that, you know, the mask works better when it's up over your nose, but other than that, it was pretty good. Just want to remind everybody, the Norfolk County Mosquito Control starts their spraying for Bellingham. It's on every Monday, so I'm not exactly sure what neighborhood. I'm hoping I can get an updated GIS map from them. We can get a better feel for it, but you may see the truck-mounted unit out there. So if you have concerns and stuff, you may want to make sure that your windows are closed tonight or bring in your pet bowls. It's supposedly not harmful, but, you know, some people do like to, you know, bring that in. There's some concerns. Governor gave us some news today about being able to maybe start practicing some of the sports events. So Mark and I are going to be looking into that with the sports directors here. Other than that, everybody wash your hands, keep wearing your mask. We're doing a great job here. Our numbers are fantastic.
Question for Bruce. Bruce, I know you get updates on from the State Department of Health relative to Triple E. Last year was a terrible year in that it shut down everything mid to late August. Any projection yet as to what this year is going to look like?
And it's all based on, they have traps, so they catch the mosquitoes and they test them. So far, you know, they haven't had, I don't think they've set the traps out yet to collect them, but I mean, basically, you know, the Triple E reporting is all based on the mosquitoes are actually caught in the traps. I believe Bellingham has 4 locations that they.
Yeah, I had heard some projections that this year was going to be a milder year because of the winter and spring that we had. Have you heard anything along
We were
those lines?
fortunate. They got the pellets into the wetland areas and the bodies of water. And I've had several people tell me that, you know, that normally they're out in their backyard and they can't be out there at dusk, and it's been pretty, you know, pretty good. So I think we were very fortunate this year that the pellets were placed and we got the majority of the larvae before they were hatched. So. Okay.
I have woods to the back of my house, and I think my biggest complaint is that there seems to be more bees and too much pollen coming from the trees, and I'm not getting the mosquitoes.
Yeah, I mean, it's been, we've been pretty lucky.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll have a better year than.
Yeah.
So I'll talk to you offline, because obviously the Triple E with the spraying of the interior of the athletic fields.
Yeah, no, that's all. Yeah.
Interest, and we can talk about some of the sports offline, because that's near and dear to my heart.
Very good.
Question on the spraying though, is that all truck mounted or?
Yeah,
is it low-
they'll be out with the truck mounted.
Not low flying aircraft. We're not
No,
gonna see
the
that
the
all.
aircraft won't be out until later.
Oh, great. You don't know what part of town though, that's.
You know, I went on the site this morning just before we came in here because Mark asked me to speak about it. They do have GIS mapping, so I put in a request to get the mapping and try to get a schedule of what parts of town they're gonna be in. See how long it takes them to respond to it.
Okay, great. Great. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Bruce.
Next up on the docket is our town clerk, Larry Spazzato. Welcome to June. excuse me.
June. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Just a quick reminder that if you are intending to vote by mail, either absentee or early voting, please get your applications in as soon as possible because the time is running out. The election is a week from tomorrow, and we have to allow time for mailing back and forth. So if you intend to do that, you can actually either mail the application to us or you can scan and email it, which is a lot faster. So the point is you just need to do it soon. And just another reminder that on election day, which is next Tuesday, a week from tomorrow, the polls will be open from 12 noon until 8 p.m. So that's a major change. So I just want to make sure that everybody is well aware of that.
I think we need to do a code red call, and you and I can
Yeah,
get together on
yeah.
that to make sure people are aware of that change.
And there's additional information on the website too, on the town clerk's page.
Okay,
Okay.
great.
Thanks, Len.
Next up, our guests are Bernadette and Josie, and because you are in the top left corner, Bernadette, on my screen, I will go to you first. You need to unmute yourself.
Good morning. Good morning. So today's a transition day for the library. We'll be starting curbside pickup today. So I have a few announcements. We're starting expanded phone hours today, so people can call us Mondays and Thursdays from noon to 6:30 p.m. and Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 12 to 3. Our phone number is 508-966-1660. The building is closed to the public, and we are not letting unplanned visitors into the building, so be aware of that. Our book drop is still locked. Statewide delivery of books has not resumed yet, and until that happens, we really don't want to get returns because we have no place to store them in the building, and a good number of the things that are out there belong to other libraries, so we're asking you to hang on to your stuff. It's not due till June 30th. Hopefully before then we'll have statewide delivery back up and running. They are working on it. They've started delivering to the bigger libraries, Worcester, Springfield, Lowell, the bigger cities. So they're working on that. Hopefully we'll be in the loop pretty soon. But nothing is due till June 30th, so please hang on to it. Read it again. Curbside pickup begins today. To request your items for curbside pickup, you can do it 3 ways. You can place a request through your library account online. There's a form on our website that you can go to give us your request, or you can actually just call us and someone will answer the phone and take your request by phone. If you go to our website, bellinghamlibrary.org, there's the town alert, and then the library alert is the second red alert below that. If you click on that, it has all the details on how to place your requests. We will be processing the orders and the rest requests in the order they will receive, although it's somewhat easier for us to process the online ones. So if you could place them online, that would make it a little easier for us. The only items you can get are the things that are in our building, because anything that is not ours is not being delivered from other libraries. So if you limit your search to Bellingham Library, you'll get the things that are available here. And we want you to keep in mind that the status of library materials are in flux, so we may not be able to fulfill all of your requests. We'll do the best we can. And we also can't guarantee any date or time in which they'll be ready for pickup. We will be calling or emailing people when their items are ready for pickup. It really depends on what the demand is as to how quickly we can fill people's requests. On Friday, we refilled everything that was waiting so far, and that cart will be out at noon today. So there will be people that are being notified this morning that their things are ready for pickup. We're asking people to pick things up within 3 business days, or not. If not, they'll be returned to our shelves because we only have so much cart space on the curb for the items to be there. We ask that when you do come, that you look to see if there's someone else at the cart and stay 6 feet away from anyone who may be in front of you. We have marked white lines on the entryway, so please just keep your distance from people who may be in front of you picking up their items. And then you'll get details on the pickup procedure for your items in your email or phone call when we contact you. And we're excited about this. We hope people are excited about finally getting some books and DVDs and all the things that the library can provide that are physical items. Obviously, all the things we do in the building can't happen yet. But our reopening committee continues to work on the plan for the next phase of library services, and we'll let you know what that is when we get to that point. So that's where we are. We're excited. We're wearing masks and gloves to handle all the items in the building, so that when you're getting your things, anything that's been here hasn't been touched since March, and we're wearing masks and gloves to handle them, to get them in bags for you. So trying to keep things as safe as we can.
Great. I think I speak for everyone that it's encouraging to see the transition, that there's light ahead of us, and that everyone's been working hard to get us to this point. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Next up, from the Senior Center, Josie.
Good morning, everyone. So I was excited to get on this morning and announce that we are bringing back our transportation services in a limited fashion. We're starting back on June 15th, and we will be doing medical and physical therapy appointments only to begin. We're going to have some new policies and procedures, which we will go over with anybody who calls in to make an appointment. But some of those will include, we're going to ask that people wear masks. The drivers will have masks on. We're going to limit the 8-passenger vans to 2 people on the van, and the 12-passenger vans to 3 people on the van initially, which is part of the reason that we're starting back so slowly and only focusing on medical appointments. But something else exciting to announce is that we're going to be planning a drive-in cookout to take place on Friday, June 26th at 5 p.m. It is going to be free to seniors in town, and we will take donations to offset the cost if anybody is willing to donate, willing and able. But it is going to be a free event. We will be blocking off the parking lot so that people can park in every other parking spot, and bring your own chair, sit outside your car, and we will bring the meals to you. So we're going to start taking signups for that tomorrow. So you can call the Senior Center 508-966-0398 to reserve your spot at our drive-in cookout, June 26th, 5 p.m. We have been answering phones throughout the crisis. We will continue to answer the phones, and we have started doing more one-on-one meetings. Anybody that might be in need of food stamps, please give us a call. We can have an outreach worker work with you to get your food stamp application filled out. And it's a long-known fact that seniors don't take advantage of this benefit that they are entitled to. So please make sure that you reach out to find out if you qualified. It's not a time to be overly proud about this sort of thing. It's the assistance is available, the money is there. It's for you to use. So please reach out. And we're also doing Shine. Anybody who's thinking about retirement and is looking for a Shine appointment so that they can get on Mass Health or have questions about health insurance. This is a free service that we offer, and our Shine counselor is doing appointments over the phone right now. So we are taking appointments for that. And that's it. Hope to see some friendly faces soon, with your mask on or without. With your mask on, from far without.
I know, speaking for the Board of Selectmen and Mr. Frayne, I know we're still keeping our fingers crossed that come August, we'll be able to do our annual cookout with the seniors and maybe not have to be socially distanced, but that's still 60 days away and very encouraging. So
well, maybe Friday, June 26th can be a test drive for if it has to be socially distanced, we can do it in a parking lot somewhere in town.
Yeah. It's interesting that you bring up the food stamps because a large number of our student population are on free and reduced lunch, and with the unemployment situation where it is, we expected an increase in that. So if anyone's watching that knows people that are unemployed or their financial situation has changed, it's something that they may be looking to apply for September for students. And I know that Liz Bell and her team have been doing great things at the middle school, getting lunches out to families of kids who run free and reduced lunch. Because sometimes they're giving out 5 meals to get them through the weekend. So helping out wherever it's possible. So Josie, thank you for that update. Dennis, do you have any questions that came in today?
I do have some questions, but while we're on the theme of people making sure that they're getting everything that they're
Yep.
entitled to, Mass General Law Chapter 115 is a program that provides financial assistance to veterans. And Massachusetts is unique. We're the only state in the country that actually has a program set up to provide financial benefit to veterans and their widows.
Wow.
So it's an important program. The state reimburses the town for 75% of those funds. We have a veterans agent here in town. If any, and it is obviously, you've got to be income eligible in order to secure those funds. But if you've lost your job or you think you might be eligible, you can give my office a call, and Melissa, who works in my office, will set something up with our veterans agent, schedule something for you to come in and visit. So that's important. If you're a veteran or the widow of a veteran and you think that you might be eligible due to current circumstances, give us a call at the town administrator's office. And our numbers are all online, but I'll give it to you slowly one time: 508-657-2802. But if you give the town hall a call and ask to get to the administrator's office, if you forgot that number, then we'll make sure that we set something up with the veterans agent for that. I know our human resources director, Beth, has been reminding me daily to bring that up. So we make sure we brought that matter up. And staying on the positive theme and things opening, our beaches and parks, we have 2 beaches, Silver Lake and Arkham Park. We're looking at opening next Saturday. We have lifeguards that have confirmed from the YMCA. We have a relationship with the Franklin Forge Park YMCA, and they'll be staffing that beach. We've got signs being made up about social distancing and in groups and obeying the lifeguards. Passes are not available yet, so there will not be a fee this weekend. Passes will not be required, but we'll be announcing when those passes will be issued soon. We didn't want to open until we had lifeguards on duty. I know I'll be meeting at the site tomorrow with our health agent, going over any social distancing things that we have to be concerned with. Also, there's a playground there. I don't think playgrounds are open yet as far as I know, so we'll have to make sure that we have that properly sealed off. And as soon as playgrounds are open, obviously, we'll be looking to get things going on.
I think that applied to the splash pad as well.
Splash pad as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fortunately, we don't usually open the splash pad till late June, so hopefully by the time late June rolls around, we'll be in good shape. But passes are being prepared, and we'll be getting information out about the sale of passes. Obviously, we encourage people to purchase them online. There's no change in the fees, and people have been asking, is there going to be a price reduction? Well, typically we don't check at the gate until school gets out until Labor Day. So it's about the same window as far as that's concerned. And those fees help to offset the cost of the lifeguards. We have a relationship with the lifeguards from Franklin. It would the services would cost upwards of $30,000 a year if we were going to pay for those lifeguards the whole season. We pay a fraction of that, and our fees or our charges come from the fees that are collected. So it's still an important thing. It's $10 for town residents for the entire season for both Arkham Park and Silver Lake. We're looking forward to opening up next weekend. We're getting a lot of calls on that. As far as playgrounds, we get a lot of calls on those too. I'm not 100% sure on when those will come into play.
Is there any change in status on the recycling center right now? It's only open on Saturdays.
Still only open on Saturdays. As you know, we use a large senior contingency to operate that. And right now it is still on Saturday, but I would say by end of June, beginning of July, we'll be back to Saturday and Sunday once again. That's the plan. We did have one question, and it's one I'm going to reach out to the people that asked the question, but it's about their stimulus check. Seniors that have not received those yet, husband and wife. I think we need to follow up a little bit and make sure that, I know that they're still rolling out, but these are people that did file taxes, and I'm going to suggest that they check the website. There's a website that we can track their stimulus check, and if not, maybe we can have our state representative follow up on that. So That was the only question that we had.
One of my follow-up comments is regarding the senior class parade. I'm not sure if Mr. Morano had spoken to you, if a code red is planned to the community.
I'm going to be doing a code red on Thursday, and Mr. Morano, my understanding is going to be doing what they put out as well. I said I call code red, but it goes to all the parents in the system. So we'll be hitting it on two fronts.
Okay, so for anyone who's watching today, the Friday would have been the normal graduation day for the seniors, and to recognize them, they're going to have what would amount to be a rolling rally, a parade that's going to start at the high school.
I'm sorry, hang on one second.
Sure.
Can I put Esther, please?
This is she.
Hi, Esther, good morning.
Esther, can you mute?
Esther, you're unmuted.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
So the senior class is going to gather at the high school. They're going to travel Mechanic Street to Maple Street, stop at Stallbrook, and then travel all of 126 until they get down to DePietro. I presume they're having police and fire involved to make a lot of noise, but with 140 seniors, it's going to be a long line, and I'm sure that the special services are covering that, but give people advance notice if they get stopped at an intersection. The senior class is looking for some recognition. This is a nice way to do it in a controlled environment within our community. I think that's a major plus.
We're also having some officers of the senior class, seniors graduating with us on Friday morning at 10 o'clock. So we talked a little bit about the year that they've had.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of anxiety, and they lost their awards night and their senior activities and unprecedented events, but one of those lessons you'll learn throughout their life.
Fall activities impacted with AAA, and of course, spring's just been shut down.
I look forward to talking to Bruce about how we can start summer camps and things like that, because I know that parents are looking for activities for their kids over the summer. Following up on Mr. Slazato's comment about the election on June 9th, we have 3 members applying for 2 positions on the Board of Selectmen and the Prop 2.5 override for $1.5 million. The $1.5 million override is something that I think warrants serious consideration, particularly in light of the cuts that have been forced upon us because of COVID-19. Some recent data, money given to the school department represented about 8.6 million, and the school department had 860,000 projected to be lost. Some very dramatic cuts in teachers and staff have occurred. I've been on the Board of Selectmen. This is my 11th year. I think we've been incredibly fiscally responsible, but I think COVID-19 in this situation has put us in a bind that the timing of the 1.5 million override may actually be a blessing to save the school budget, because otherwise the cuts would have been so deep that, well, I won't get into the details, but dramatic across the board. Teachers have already been notified that they are scheduled to lose their jobs, and the 1.5 million override, should it be approved, would save teachers' jobs and improve the quality of education for our students. So I hope people turn out to vote however they feel, one way or the other, but I myself will be voting in favor of the override. Anything else? Thank you very much. Happy June, and they'll be back on Wednesday at 10 o'clock. Have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you.